Now to our team coverage of the Noor Salman not guilty verdict. It continues now at 5:30. A lot of people say they're frustrated by today's verdict, but they respect the jury's decision.
And we wanted to ask, do you think that justice was served? We've been working with our radio partner, WDBO, to get a sense of what our community is feeling tonight.
I don't think she was a willful participant in what happened. I think it's very tragic, but I don't think we should wrongly send someone to prison.
I'm mad. I think it's preposterous. I think it sends a terrible message to all these terrorists in all these other countries that we're soft-hearted and we're pushovers.
This not guilty verdict is on the FBI. How can you not record an interview with the wife of a terrorist?
I still think she should have done at least 5 or 10 years in a penitentiary. Every husband and wife do share a lot of information together. She had to know if something was going on.
I'm glad Noor Salman was found not guilty. I don't think she should pay for the crime her husband committed. She shouldn't have to spend her life in prison because of his decision.
Wide-ranging.
And we are joined now by nationally certified counselor Dwight Bain.
Dwight, Central Florida, no stranger to these high-profile trials ending in what seem as surprise verdicts to some. Casey Anthony not guilty, George Zimmerman not guilty, Noor Salman not guilty.
Yep. And so today, one thing happened. The court of law ended. That's over. But today, the court of public opinion begins. The court of law is about facts. And a jury deliberated for 3 days because they were required to go beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I can tell you, Greg, there were a lot of shadows. They deliberated because there were a lot of pieces to this. And yet, we live in a country that's based on law. And the court of law said, she walks. She's innocent.
Now, what advice do you have for Pulse survivors who feel like they're being victimized a second time? You've always said in our years of talking to you, if you can talk about it, you can get through it. But these people have lived it and have been talking about it for almost 2 years now. How do they get through this?
It's been almost 2 years, and so to the people who lost loved ones, to the people who are suffering, I was thankful that Noor Salman's family came out and said, we're sorry. Nothing brings back your family, but we apologize, because part of the psychological healing is the acknowledgement you lost a loved one, you're suffering, but we do want people talking. I want people coming together. For some people, Greg and Martha, today's going to be a day I do not want them alone. They're going to be reliving a lot of that hurt. That's why we call it post-traumatic stress disorder. But we want to move from the stress disorder into the growth, and that does start by talking, and it flows through community.
We have limited time here, Dwight, but you have the pain of the day of June 12th. You have the pain of the anniversary that you spoke of, and that being very painful, if not even more. And would today fit in that ladder of pain for people with a not guilty verdict?
Well, it really does, because remember, today was about justice. And justice doesn't make you feel better or worse. Some people say, well, if she had been found one way, I would feel better. That's her life, and that's how our law functions. In the court of public opinion, it's about the psychological part. And so I want to see people move from Noor Salman's life. I want them to move into their life. I want them to start to look at, what do I need to do? How do I need to change? And how can I reach out to the people that I love who lost coworkers, friends, family, and loved ones?
As they say, love wins. Thanks, Dwight.
Our live team coverage does not stop here. You can go online to WFTV.com to see extended interviews, and stay tuned on Eyewitness News at 6. What a Pulse survivor says he wishes the prosecution would have done differently.